and welcome to the Movie Edge. It is August 27th, August 26th, 2014, 2 days away from my B-Day. 2 days away on the 28th, which is Thursday, I'll be turning the 29. I feel like I'm getting old.
Yeah, but you already kind of look older than me anyway, so...
Oh,
you kind of want to go backwards. You kind of want to go backwards. You don't
burn!
That way.
We'll be turning the 29. Gonna have me a little... I'm staying at a Disney resort called the Movie Resort.
The Movie Resort, huh?
It's called Disney's Movie Resort.
Oh, wow.
It has like big Buzz Lightyear and like Woody in a pool.
Ah, interesting.
Big Dalmatians and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I'm excited. I'm going to go to Disney this weekend and maybe check out some of the sights and sounds that's going on there. Hey, make sure you before we start the show, make sure you check out this Monday is Memorial Day. Check out the 30th anniversary screening of Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's right. That's coming up this week.
I can't wait. I told Veronica this tonight, and she was like, "What do you mean? We're gonna go to the movies on Monday?" I'm like, "We have to go to the movies on Monday to see Ghostbusters."
See Ghostbusters on the big screen 30 years after it was originally out.
I saw it last year on the big screen, but this year they're supposed to be giving you like 30 anniversary posters and stuff, which is really cool.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm your host, Vincent LaSpada, along with my man from the fourth row, sits in the fourth row, Dan Skip Allen. How you doing, Dan?
I'm having a good day. This week is kind of a slow week for us. Thank God. We had a crazy week last week.
Last week was a crazy week. This week's kind of slow. Tonight we went to go see November Man, starring Pierce Brosnan and
Olga Kurylenko
and Luke
Bracey.
Luke Bracey. Yeah, that's right. And it's about an ex-CIA agent that gets recruited to do a secret mission. We'll have that review up later on in the show. But let's get into the show. Let's do top 5 movies of the week. Always brought to you by Los Spadas. If you want a juicy, mouth-watering cheesesteak, you don't have to drive. You don't have to fly. Well, you might have to drive, but you don't have to fly. To look for the Los Spadas of Orlando, Los Spadas of Sanford, and Los Spadas of Orange City. Go to the website, losspadas.com. Well, at number 5, we have When the Game Stands Tall is at number 5. This week it's made $8.4 million. Now, I know Skip is giving me the eyes and the sighs. We saw this movie about a month before it came out, and his thoughts on this review is when he gets out of the theater, the lady's like, and this is probably, you know what, this is probably why the lady doesn't want your reviews. This is probably why. I'm going to tell you why. Tonight, he asked the lady, "Do you want a quote?" And she goes, "No, no, thank you." I'm going to tell you why. Because when Skip went out of When the Game Stands Tall, he said, "You want a quote? Worst football movie ever.
You know, I've seen over 100 sports movies and over about 25 football movies. And even in movies like The Waterboy, the acting is better than in this movie. People, they complain, they want to complain, say that, it's such a good, heartwarming story, and it's... I don't care. I don't go to movies because it's a heartwarming story, or it's a true story, or this actor or that director or whatever. I go to movies because I want to be entertained. And if I go to a movie and the movie doesn't entertain me, then I'm going to tell you it doesn't entertain me. And I'm going to tell you what's wrong with it. And I just didn't like the acting in that movie. You know, Laura Dern, an Oscar winner. Jim Caviezel, one of the best characters on TV and person of interest. The best part about it was the football. Very rarely is the football the best part about the football movies.
Well, the movie only the budget's only $15 million. So let's see. I'm pretty sure they can catch up to that.
Well, they would have already made their money back if they didn't do all these screenings. It seems like every week for the last 4 weeks, we've heard about 1 or 2 screenings of this movie. Think about that. How much money would you have made?
They have done 6 When the Game Stands Still
screenings.
Yeah.
How much money is that they're losing?
Yeah. At number 4, we have Let's Be Cops. This week it's made $8.4 million, running off at $45.1 million. I know it hasn't been getting good reviews, and I know that a lot of people have been saying things bad about it, but it's made its money back, and it's a hit.
That's the bottom line. When you're making a movie, people forget that it is a business, and if the movie makes its money and it starts making more money, guess what? You can almost be guaranteed there might be a Lex B. Cops 2 if that movie starts raking in a few more bucks.
Well, the budget on the film was $17 million, and worldwide it's at $48 million.
So it's doubled its money already.
So it's doubled its money already, and
there'll be a sequel. You can count it. That movie was so cheap to make that there's going to be a sequel, and people like Vinny are going to flock to go see it, and they're going to enjoy it. So hey, that's Vinny. You saw it. He gave it 2 thumbs up. So that's it.
At number 3, we have If I Stay. This week it's made $15.7 million. Not so good on the bottom. Not so good. I know it's
considering it came out the same week as Sin City and it doubled the amount of money that Sin City made. That's a good sign, but it's also a bad sign that it's not probably going to have very good legs.
Well, right now the production budget it's $11 million, so it's made its money back. I'm really sad that it's. Actually, I'm not really sad because I'm not a big fan of Sin City, but I'm surprised that Sin City is not doing as well as I thought. Which I'm sure that Sin City is sitting at number 8 at $6.3 million. I don't know what Frank Miller's thinking about, but it's not. His pockets aren't filling up pretty fast. Holes are poking into his pockets. Ka 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 ka. And you speak.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm just so disappointed. I really like this movie a lot, and a lot of the critics enjoyed this movie. There was some problems with it. It's not a perfect movie, but I really thought it would be a lot better than that. I mean, when you've almost a month later, that there's 2 movies that came out a month ago that are ahead of that, and that came out this week, that is a major problem.
Well, at number 2, I'm sad to say this, but number 2 we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The production budget was $125 million. This week it's made $16.7 million, running off at $145 million. And worldwide it's at $240 million. So it's tripled, quadrupled, whatever you want to call it, and they are already greenlight a second movie.
Yeah, you knew after that first week, and it had made its money back in the first week, and then it gets kicked into crazy gear overseas that they were going to do a sequel. I know you and I weren't a big fan of it. It doesn't matter. It's those mothers that took their little kids to this movie, which I didn't think it was a movie for little kids. They're the ones that got this movie.
Them damn mother effers. Them damn ever mother effers.
You moms and dads.
You mom and dad mother effers out there. Taking your parents.
Hey.
Taking your parents. Taking your kids to see this movie that's rated PG-13 and it's a Nickelodeon film. Hey, here is my new question to people when they say they like this movie. Okay? I say, did you like Turtles? They go, yeah, I loved it. And I said, are you a Turtle fan? Yeah. When were you born? When were you born?
Well, I can't wait for this.
What? You know why I say that? The Turtles came out in 1987. Was the original TV series 1987?
And the comic book was in the 85.
85. So if you were born in between the 80s, preferably 86 on, 85 on. You're gonna know about the Turtles. You're gonna have watched the movies that came out in the 90s.
You're about 34, 35 years old.
So don't give me that bullshit out there, people, about, oh yeah, I loved it, it was a great movie, yeah, I liked it. Well, oh yeah, you like it. If you're a true Turtle fan, you do not like this movie. Trust me on this one. I am not lying to you.
Or if you're
shit crossed.
Or if you don't like Megan Fox, you didn't like this movie either.
I heard an interview today on the radio saying, oh, they asked this one guy, how is Megan Fox in it? He goes, oh, fantastic. She's a great actor. And I'm like, get off the pipe, drop the cocaine, and get off the bottle.
All right, now on to a much lighter situation here. A movie that we both loved and can't wait to keep raking in the money, and
Guardians of the Galaxy's at number 1. This week it's made $17.2 million, running off at $251 million. And what do you think it's sitting at worldwide right now?
Over 750 or over 550?
Well, Skip, your magic number is $490 million with a production budget of $170 million.
God, made 400 more million than it cost to make the movie.
And this week, it's already been announced, it's the biggest blockbuster movie of the summer.
In the United States. Preface that by saying in the United States.
Well, why?
It's going to pass Captain America, which right now is number 1, and Transformers is number 2.
Transformers is I thought Transformers was number 1 in worldwide.
No. Yeah, worldwide. But Transformers and Captain America are number 1 and number 2 in this country. So Guardians is going to pass Captain America and Transformers with the most money made in this country this year, not worldwide. Preface that. But that's still fantastic. It means American people, American teenagers, zit-poking teenagers and their girlfriends went and saw this movie. And all the 40-year-old geeks that remembered reading the comics 20 years ago went and saw this movie 5 times. So good job, Americans.
Good job. Well, listen, when we come back here on the Best in Movie Show, we're going to get into some movie news. Also, we're going to review November Man. So stick around. You're watching the Best Damn Movie Show right here on YouTube.com.